Imagine the world as a battlefield, every step a choice between survival and surrender. Are you just living, or are you hunting your destiny with relentless focus? Today, we're unlocking the savage mindset, the mental edge of predators and warriors, and how you can dominate life with unstoppable drive. Life doesn't reward the timid. It rewards the relentless, the sharp-minded, the ones who see obstacles as prey. The savage mindset is about thinking like a predator and surviving like a warrior, honing instincts, embracing challenges, and striking when the moment demands. This is your call to rise, sharpen, and conquer. Survivors in life are not the ones who drift along, reacting aimlessly to circumstances. They are the ones who lock their gaze on a goal and refuse to waver. Imagine a predator in the wild, moving silently, every muscle attuned to the hunt, every sense engaged. That same level of focus is what separates those who merely exist from those who dominate their world. Life will throw distractions at you constantly, people who doubt you, situations that spiral out of control, temptations that pull you off course. The difference between being prey and being a predator is the ability to remain unshakable in the face of these distractions. To develop this kind of relentless focus, you must train your mind to ignore what does not serve your mission and to hone in on what matters most. Every decision, every action, every thought should serve the higher purpose of your goal. It begins with clarity. You cannot chase everything and expect results. A predator does not scatter its energy chasing every movement. It chooses its target, studies it, and waits for the perfect moment to strike. Your mind operates the same way. Learn to recognize the opportunities that align with your purpose and dismiss the noise that drains your energy. This requires discipline, but discipline is not a punishment, it is the foundation of freedom. Freedom to act decisively, to move swiftly, to execute with precision when the moment demands it. Without focus, even the best plans falter and potential slips through your fingers unnoticed. Relentless focus also requires cultivating awareness. You must observe your environment like a hunter observes the wild, noting patterns, predicting moves, and understanding the dynamics around you. Life is unpredictable, but patterns exist if you take the time to see them. People behave in ways that reveal their intentions, situations develop in ways that hint at outcomes, and obstacles often follow a rhythm. By training your mind to notice these subtleties, you gain an edge over others who are distracted or complacent. This is the mindset of a predator, not merely reacting, but anticipating, planning, and moving with purpose. Yet focus is not just about awareness, it is also about action. The sharpest mind is useless if it remains idle. Every insight, every plan, every observation must translate into decisive movement. A predator that hesitates loses its meal. A warrior who delays loses the battle. You must act with courage and clarity, guided by the focus you have cultivated. This requires eliminating hesitation and embracing responsibility for every choice you make. Excuses have no place here. The world does not wait for perfect conditions, and neither should you. Relentless focus means moving forward, even when fear whispers doubts, even when the path is unclear. This level of mental discipline extends beyond goals into daily life. Every routine, every habit, every interaction becomes a tool for sharpening your focus. By removing distractions, minimizing wasted effort, and investing energy in what truly matters, you gradually strengthen the ability to concentrate under pressure. This is not an overnight transformation, it is built day by day, through consistent practice and unwavering commitment. Just as a predator becomes more efficient with every hunt, your focus becomes sharper with every challenge you navigate. Ultimately, relentless focus is the difference between being a spectator and being a conqueror. Life will constantly test your concentration, tugging you in multiple directions, but those who master their attention rise above the chaos. When your mind is aligned with your purpose, when your actions are deliberate, and when distractions fail to sway you, you become unstoppable. This is the mindset that turns ordinary people into extraordinary survivors, that transforms challenges into opportunities, and that ensures you not only endure but dominate in every aspect of your life. Fear is one of the most misunderstood forces in life. Many see it as a barrier, a sign to retreat, or a reason to pause, but in reality, fear is a signal, a compass pointing toward where growth, opportunity, and strength lie. Every predator in the wild feels fear before the hunt. Every warrior senses danger before stepping into battle. The difference is not the absence of fear, it is mastery over it. The savage mindset treats fear not as an obstacle, but as a tool, a weapon that can sharpen instincts, fuel action, and ignite determination. When you learn to harness fear, you transform vulnerability into power, hesitation into decisive movement. The first step is acknowledgement. Denying fear or pretending it doesn't exist only weakens your mental resolve. To conquer fear, you must confront it directly. Feel it, name it, and understand what it is trying to tell you. Fear often appears as doubt, hesitation, or anxiety, but beneath it lies information, a hint of risk, a signal of challenge, or warning of potential consequence. By paying attention to fear, you gain insight into what matters most, where the stakes are high, and where your energy should be focused. This awareness transforms fear from a crippling force into a guiding instrument. Once acknowledged, fear must be channeled. It is not enough to simply face it, you must convert that adrenaline into action. When fear surges, the body is primed for performance, the senses sharpen, reflexes heighten, and focus intensifies. The key is learning to ride that wave rather than being swept away by it. Warriors and predators alike do not freeze under pressure. They use fear to heighten awareness, make faster decisions, and move with precision. It is in these moments, when the mind is clear and the body alert, that extraordinary feats become possible. Fear becomes the fuel that drives you past hesitation and propels you toward victory. Another vital aspect is desensitization through experience. Fear loses its grip when faced repeatedly in controlled, deliberate ways. Seek challenges that test your courage, push your limits, and force you to confront discomfort. Each encounter strengthens resilience, hones instincts, and builds confidence. Over time, situations that once seemed terrifying become manageable, and the mind learns to respond to fear not with panic, but with calculated action. This is how warriors and predators alike cultivate a fearless edge, not by avoiding danger, but by repeatedly stepping into it, learning its rhythms and mastering its lessons. Fear also sharpens decision-making. When your mind is calm in the face of fear, you gain clarity that others often lack. Most people react impulsively, driven by emotion rather than reason, allowing fear to dictate their actions. But the savage mindset sees fear as information, analyzes it, and chooses a path that maximizes advantage while minimizing unnecessary risk. It is the ability to act decisively in high-stakes situations, to maintain composure under pressure, and to strike when others hesitate that separates those who survive from those who thrive. Every moment of fear becomes an opportunity to demonstrate mastery over yourself and your environment. Finally, fear instills a deep sense of respect and awareness. It reminds you that life is fragile, that challenges are real, and that complacency is dangerous. But instead of retreating, the savage mindset uses this awareness to prepare, anticipate, and act with purpose. Fear, when mastered, heightens every sense, strengthens every decision, and sharpens every instinct. It transforms ordinary survival into deliberate, calculated conquest. The moment you stop fearing fear itself is the moment you step fully into the mindset of a predator and a warrior, unstoppable, unshakable, and unrelenting in pursuit of your goals. Life is unpredictable. Storms arise without warning, circumstances shift in the blink of an eye, and opportunities appear and vanish just as quickly. To navigate this chaos, the mind of a predator and a warrior thrives on extreme adaptability. It is not enough to survive the world as it is. You must learn to bend, pivot, and evolve with every challenge thrown at you. Adaptability is not a passive reaction. It is an active, deliberate skill cultivated through experience, awareness, and relentless practice. Those who cling rigidly to one plan, one way of thinking, or one strategy are easy prey. Those who can change, improvise, and respond dynamically seize control of their environment and their destiny. The foundation of adaptability is awareness. A predator doesn't wait for the perfect moment to act. It studies the terrain, anticipates movement, and reacts to subtle shifts in the environment. Similarly, a warrior does not wait for conditions to be ideal. You must constantly scan your surroundings, read the signs, and detect patterns in behavior, opportunity, and risk. By observing the world carefully, you learn not only what is happening, but what is likely to happen next. This foresight allows you to move ahead of the curve, to anticipate obstacles, and to respond in ways that others cannot. Adaptability begins with understanding the rules of the game, even when those rules are invisible or constantly changing. But awareness alone is not enough. You must be willing to change course when necessary. Flexibility is the hallmark of survival. A predator that refuses to shift tactics loses its prey. A warrior who clings to outdated methods loses battles. In life, you will encounter situations where your original plans fail, where people disappoint you, or where circumstances spiral beyond control. The ability to pivot quickly, to adjust your strategy, and to take advantage of new opportunities is what separates those who endure from those who dominate. Adaptability is not compromise, it is strength. It is the power to respond decisively without losing focus, to improvise without losing your purpose, and to transform challenges into advantages. Developing adaptability requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth comes when you face unfamiliar situations, challenge your assumptions, and learn to think creatively under pressure. The mind that refuses discomfort stagnates, while the mind that embraces uncertainty becomes sharp, resourceful, and resilient. Seek experiences that test your limits, force quick thinking, and demand improvisation. Each challenge you face strengthens your capacity to respond effectively, teaches lessons that no book can provide, and builds the confidence to navigate even the most unpredictable circumstances. Adaptability is also about emotional resilience. Life will provoke fear, frustration, anger, and doubt, but the warrior who thrives remains composed, observing and adjusting instead of reacting impulsively. When emotions are harnessed and balanced, they enhance decision-making rather than cloud it. This allows you to respond strategically, turning chaos into opportunity and setbacks into stepping stones. The mind of a predator and a warrior does not crumble under stress. It thrives on it, finding ways to exploit even the most difficult situations. Finally, adaptability is about evolution. The world is never static, and neither can you be. Those who resist change are left behind. Those who embrace it master it, and harness it become unstoppable. Each obstacle, each challenge, each unexpected event is a chance to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. By training yourself to adapt quickly, think creatively, and act decisively, you cultivate the ability to survive and thrive in any environment. The savage mindset is not rigid, it is fluid, responsive, and unrelenting. It is the ability to bend without breaking, to pivot without hesitation, and to conquer every challenge life throws in your path. Instinct is the silent force that guides predators through the wild and warriors through life's battles. It is a deep, primal sense that operates beneath conscious thought, alerting you to danger, opportunity, and truth long before logic catches up. Most people ignore their instincts, dismissing gut feelings as irrational or insignificant. But the savage mindset knows that instincts are the mind's most powerful tool, honed by experience, observation, and awareness. They are the whispers that reveal hidden threats, the signals that highlight unseen paths, and the intuition that allows you to act decisively in moments when hesitation could be deadly. To sharpen instincts, you must first cultivate awareness. This begins with paying attention to the world around you, to the subtle cues others overlook. Every slight change in body language, every hesitation in speech, every ripple in the environment contains vital information. Predators in the wild rely on these signals to hunt successfully. A warrior in life relies on them to navigate challenges. By learning to observe without distraction, you train your mind to notice patterns, anticipate outcomes, and detect opportunities before they become obvious. Awareness is the soil in which instincts grow. Without it, your gut reactions will be weak, uncertain, and unreliable. Experience is the next layer. Instincts are not magic. They are built through repeated exposure to challenges, decision-making under pressure, and reflection on past outcomes. Each encounter you face, each high-stakes situation you navigate, strengthens your ability to read people, environments, and circumstances accurately. Like a predator who learns the habits of its prey, you learn the rhythms of life, recognizing what signals danger and what signals opportunity. Over time, your instincts become second nature, allowing you to respond quickly, accurately, and effectively when the stakes are highest. Trusting your instincts is critical. Awareness and experience are useless if you hesitate to act on them. The moment you doubt your gut feeling, the advantage slips away. The savage mindset acts decisively when intuition speaks, blending careful observation with bold action. A predator does not wait for confirmation. The strike is delivered when the signs align. A warrior does not pause for reassurance. Decisions are made with confidence. This trust is not reckless. It is informed by awareness, honed by experience, and sharpened through repeated practice. The faster and more decisively you act on instinct, the closer you become to operating at the level of a true predator. Instincts also protect you from complacency and overthinking. In moments of stress, when the mind is clouded by fear or doubt, your instincts cut through the noise. They act as a compass, guiding you toward action when logic falters. This does not mean ignoring reason. It means allowing your primal sense, informed by past experiences and sharpened awareness, to guide you in situations where hesitation could cost everything. Warriors and predators alike rely on this internal guidance, blending instinct with strategy to achieve maximum efficiency in every move. Finally, sharpening instincts is a lifelong process. It requires consistent practice, deliberate observation, and courage to act on what you sense. Challenges, high-pressure situations, and even failures are not setbacks. They are the training ground for your instincts. The more you engage with life intentionally, the more acute your intuition becomes, and the more lethal your decisions in critical moments. Instincts, once refined, allow you to move through life with a clarity and confidence few possess, responding to threats, opportunities, and challenges before others even recognize them. In essence, instincts are the edge that separates survivors from conquerors, the silent power that allows the savage mindset to strike with precision and act with confidence. By cultivating awareness, gaining experience, and learning to trust your gut, you develop a mental weapon that guides every action, protects against unseen danger, and ensures you are always ready to seize opportunity when it appears. The predator and the warrior are not defined by their strength alone. They are defined by the accuracy, speed, and decisiveness of their instincts. Resilience is the backbone of the savage mindset. Life is relentless, and the world does not pause for anyone. Challenges will come uninvited, failures, betrayals, setbacks, and losses will test you in ways that feel unbearable. Most people crumble under pressure, letting adversity define them. But those who survive, those who thrive, understand that true strength is built not in comfort, but in the fire of struggle. Resilience is not simply enduring hardship, it is embracing it, learning from it, and using it to forge an unbreakable mind. Every obstacle becomes a lesson, every setback a chance to rise stronger, and every pain a tool for growth. Resilient people view difficulties differently. While the average mind sees walls and barriers, a warrior sees training grounds, opportunity disguised as challenge, and chances to test limits. Life will never be smooth, and pretending otherwise only leads to disappointment. The savage mindset accepts that adversity is inevitable and uses it to sharpen resolve. When faced with hardship, resilient individuals do not waste energy on complaints or excuses. Instead, they assess, adapt, and act. They ask not, "Why me?" but, "How can I overcome this?" Every moment of difficulty becomes a stepping stone, a chance to refine skills, and a test of character. Building resilience requires mental discipline. It requires the courage to face discomfort head-on, to experience failure without surrendering, and to maintain a forward, moving mindset when every instinct screams to quit. The resilient mind understands that setbacks are temporary and that persistence is the key to transformation. When life pushes you down, you must rise, not only to reclaim what was lost, but to move forward with greater force. This is how warriors are forged, through repetition, trial, and the refusal to be broken. Every fall becomes a foundation, every struggle a lesson in patience, endurance, and determination. Resilience also demands self-awareness. Understanding your weaknesses and limitations is not a sign of fragility, it is a tool for strength. By recognizing areas where you are vulnerable, you can prepare, strategize, and fortify yourself for future challenges. This proactive approach turns vulnerability into advantage. A resilient mind doesn't just endure chaos, it anticipates it, plans for it, and adapts to it. The more you know yourself, the more control you have over your reactions, and the faster you can recover from life's inevitable blows. Another critical element of resilience is the ability to reframe pain and failure. The savage mindset sees defeat not as an endpoint, but as information. A signal that something must change, a lesson that must be learned. Every obstacle contains a hidden opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. The pain you endure today is the weapon you wield tomorrow. Resilient individuals use their hardships as fuel, channeling frustration and disappointment into focused action, creating a momentum that carries them past obstacles that would stop others cold. Finally, resilience is a habit cultivated over time. It grows through repeated exposure to difficulty, through disciplined training of mind and body, and through conscious choices to persist when quitting feels easier. The strongest warriors and predators are not those who avoid pain. They are those who have faced it, endured it, and used it to harden themselves. Mental toughness is forged in struggle, tested under pressure, and proven through perseverance. Each challenge survived reinforces the belief that nothing can break you, that every setback is temporary, and that you are capable of rising stronger, sharper, and more relentless than ever before. In essence, resilience transforms weakness into power, adversity into advantage, and struggle into mastery. It is the force that allows the savage mindset to endure storms, confront danger without fear, and rise above circumstances that would destroy ordinary minds. A warrior who cultivates resilience does not merely survive, they dominate, because no matter how hard life strikes, they strike back harder with precision, confidence, and unshakable determination. Survival alone is not enough. To live like a warrior, to think like a predator, you must act with purpose and strike with precision. Life rewards the decisive, the focused, the ones who channel their energy into action rather than scattered effort. A predator does not waste time on distraction, it studies its target, waits for the perfect moment, and strikes with unstoppable efficiency. The same principle applies to life. Every choice, every effort, every move you make should be aligned with your ultimate goal. When your actions are deliberate, you no longer drift through life. You dominate it. Purpose fuels precision. Without a clear goal, even the strongest, most capable individuals lose direction. A warrior knows what they are fighting for and moves with intent. Every action is measured, every step intentional. Random effort produces random results, but deliberate action produces mastery. When you understand why you act, when you know the exact outcome you are pursuing, your energy is focused and unstoppable. Life becomes a series of calculated moves rather than aimless motion. Precision is not about perfection. It is about aligning your actions with your goals so that every effort compounds into tangible progress. To strike with precision, preparation is essential. A predator does not attack blindly. It observes, learns, and waits for the right moment. Similarly, a warrior prepares relentlessly, sharpening skills, gathering knowledge, and anticipating challenges. Preparation transforms uncertainty into advantage. It builds confidence and ensures that when the opportunity arises, you are ready to act without hesitation. Precision requires discipline, focus, and patience. It is not impulsive, it is calculated. When you combine preparation with purpose, your actions carry weight, and the impact of each move is amplified. Decisiveness is the next component. Opportunities rarely wait, and hesitation is often costly. The world favors those who act when others hesitate, who commit fully when others doubt. Striking with precision means recognizing the right moment and moving swiftly without overthinking or second guessing. Indecision leads to lost chances, wasted effort, and stagnation. A warrior's mind, honed by focus, experience, and instinct, knows when to move and does so with confidence. Every strike is intentional, every decision carries authority, and every action drives you closer to dominance. Precision also requires adaptability. Even the best laid plans encounter resistance, and circumstances rarely unfold exactly as expected. A predator adapts mid-hunt, a warrior adjusts mid-battle, ensuring that action is always aligned with the evolving situation. Precision is not rigid, it is fluid. The ability to recalibrate, to strike effectively despite changes, and to maintain control under pressure is what separates those who survive from those who thrive. By combining focus, preparation, decisiveness, and adaptability, you ensure that your actions are not only powerful but also effective. Finally, striking with purpose is a mindset that transforms challenges into victories. Life is a battlefield filled with distractions, obstacles, and opposition. But when you act deliberately, every challenge becomes an opportunity to demonstrate strength. Precision amplifies the effect of your efforts, making each action count. A warrior's life is not measured by the number of battles fought, but by the mastery with which each one is executed. By committing fully, moving intentionally, and striking decisively, you ensure that your presence in life is felt, your goals are achieved, and your potential is realized. In essence, living with purpose and acting with precision is the culmination of the savage mindset. It is the ultimate expression of focus, courage, adaptability, instinct, and resilience. When you harness these qualities, every move you make carries power, every challenge becomes an opportunity, and every goal becomes attainable. To think like a predator and survive like a warrior is to live deliberately, to strike with intention, and to dominate the life you were meant to lead. By mastering this approach, you do not just survive, you thrive, you conquer, and you leave an undeniable mark on the world.